There's a short list of the most dominant athletes in the history of the Olympics, the ones who have won gold 3 Olympics in a row in an individual event. But there's an even shorter list of athletes who have won 4 times. Paul Elvström in sailing, Al Orter in discus, Carl Lewis in long jump, Kaori Icho, and Michael Phelps in the 200 IM. And the most recently added to the list, the Cuban wrestling legend, Mayhin Lopez. Mayhin wants to surpass his idol, Michael Phelps, this year by winning 5 times in a row, something no other athlete has ever done in an individual event. That brings us to the other possible contender to join this short list. Earlier this year, McIntosh and Ledecky made the news. And I'm not talking about the swimming news. I'm talking about the mainstream news. That almost never happens in swimming if it's not the Olympics. But Ledecky had been undefeated for 13 years and McIntosh ended that streak. But why did it make the news? And is Ledecky in danger of not winning this year at the Olympics? In 2012, she swam at the Olympics for the first time and she won the 800 freestyle. After that, every time we saw her swim this event, she would win by a lot. Even on her bad days, she was ahead of everyone. Her dominance got to a point where she owned the 30 fastest times in the history of this event. Titmus was the closest with the 31st best time. When McIntosh beat Ledecky by 6 seconds, everyone panicked. Is Ledecky's dominance over? The answer is most likely not. The reality is that Ledecky still holds the 16 best times in history in this event. Among those, there are 2 times from last year, and that's important. If we look at her graph, we can see that she's not getting slower. There was a time where she was getting slower, but then she changed coaches and teammates, which is an important factor. Everyone has peaks and valleys, and it's really not surprising that the swimming legends get beaten in less important events. That's why this type of thing never makes the news. Similar to boxing, swimmers normally prepare for 1 or 2 events in a year. The rest of the competitions is just taking a sparring or training. We can see that when Ledecky performs her best is in very important international competitions. This isn't luck or just a psychological effect. Generally, competitive swimming coaches will gradually increase intensity and volume of the workouts, and just before an important swim meet, they will sharply reduce volume and increase resting times. This creates many changes in the swimmer's body and increases the level of performance significantly. This is important to know because Ledecky is capable of swimming much faster times than earlier this year, but so might McIntosh. The reason it made the news is not that Ledecky is getting slower. She's actually getting faster over the last 5 years. The reason it made the news is that McIntosh is closing the gap between Ledecky and everyone else. McIntosh is very young and a lot of expectations have been placed on her. It is unclear if she will be able to improve in all of her events in Paris, but one thing is for sure, Ledecky will be more motivated to win than before. For a competitor like Ledecky, there's nothing better for her motivation than losing a race, any race. For highly competitive people, it doesn't matter if it's the Olympics or a race against a sibling. Losing a race will motivate a true competitor to get better. It's not the first time Ledecky has been beaten. She sometimes swims the 200 butterfly just for fun and gets beaten there. I think for us, the important news is not that whether she was beaten in the less important competition, but whether she will win this event 4 times in a row at the Olympics. This season, she is ranked 2nd, but she hasn't swum her Olympic trials yet. Although Mayhin might become the first person to 5-peat an Olympic gold in an individual event, he is 41 years old already, so it is likely that he won't go for the 6th. Ledecky is only 27 and already said that she wants to swim at the next Olympics and maybe beyond. Do you think she will 4-peat, maybe 5-peat? Or even 6-peat? Or do you think her competition is already catching up too quickly? If you want to see another video we made about her mental toughness, click here. See you there. Swim fast.